All right, we're back. We'll follow up on the light bar install. So we made that harness, the splitter, whatever, from the 12-volt switch that's over in that fuse box to the toggle over here. I'll come in here and take a look. So now when I turn the key, I get that illuminated. Let's check how bright this shit is. Look at that. That's nuts. Anyways, so we got the 12-volt switch to there. That's cool. I made some decisions early on that I can't really change now without a bunch of ass ache. So early on, I decided I'd go straight to here with my battery power, my heavy-duty battery. In hindsight, I shouldn't have done that. In hindsight, I should have taken it to this individually stud bus bar, but, you know, hindsight being 20/20. So what I ended up doing is just took a jumper back off that. I mean, it's essentially the same thing. It's just one extra wire. I mean, it'd probably been cleaner to go battery to the lug and then from there up to here. That'd just been one wire, but whatever. So this is like a XTC style switched fuse bar, bus bar thing where they're individually lugged. So I got a ground. That's my ground there. Anything needs ground can go there. That's a constant hot always. Battery's hot. I probably get a cap on that thing. I got a spare open, and then this lug here is 12-volt accessory power. That's what this wire up going over here is. This runs that 12-volt keyed power. So anything that's got to be just full, straight from the battery, obviously you want to have fuse protected, which this is, everything's fuse protected if it's not to the fuse box. Let's review. These are mounts for a Polaris General. Works pretty good. I painted up my washer, still got to install them. So I got a big ass washer there, levels it up, lets it sit nice. It's in the air. It's adjustable still. Let's fire this thing up, dude. This thing's nutsified. Look how bright this thing is. It's like the sun. I mean, that is insane. Super low profile, super bright. Just to give you an example of like what we're talking here for brightness, here's high beams. That's high beams. That's low beams. I mean, you ready? And now we're gonna go light bar. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's insane. It's so bright. It's washing the camera out. So that's the mirror lights. I'm gonna actually relocate those over here. I got a surprise going there. Then I'll have a spare spot over here. I can put it later if I really need it. So that's the latest on. So it's all key powered and toggle powered. That's the way I want it. I thought about going into the factory high and low beams, but I decided not to do that because for two reasons. One, you had to buy the harness and it was not cheap. And two, I had the spot and sometimes there's reasons to have low beams on and a light bar, or, you know, there's reasons to do what you do, you know, whatever. I thought about it. It'd have been cool. I talked to a guy who did it. He liked it. So that's how that looked. I'm pretty happy with the look. I mean, obviously this is all torn apart, but that light bar single row is pretty gangster, and I think it's as bright as I'm ever gonna need. You know, this here, is that completely as good as anything on the planet Earth? No. But considering what I ended up with and what I paid for like all this, it's beyond acceptable. This, I might have to figure out a different way to do it. Right now I got it all running on the inside. There's connectors in there. I can disconnect it if I want to, but that's the best I can come up with. Hopefully I can make that work somehow with the windshield. But one more piece of electronics going here, and then I think I'm done. They're gonna go, well, I'll tell you right now, I'm getting light whips. I'm gonna get 2 footers right here. 2 footers will be just above the roof line. I think it'll look pretty sick. And I'll just run those. I don't know how I'm gonna run the wires on those. We'll figure that out. But I got one spot open on the fuse box for the 12-volt. I mean, those 2-foot LEDs ain't gonna pull shit. So I don't need a relay on that. Probably can't run everything at once, but who runs everything at once, right? I mean, I guess if I need to put a second battery in, I will. I really don't know. I kind of already invested in the, when I say invested, I meant financial hardship to the storage, and that's where the spare battery would go. So maybe I could put a spare battery, I don't know. Can you stick one in the footwell of this thing? Well, that's really dark in there. I'll figure it out, but yeah, got it going. Works good so far. So, I mean, longevity, don't know. We'll see, but still got to button it up. But yeah, that thing works like exactly how I hoped. It was kind of a pain in the ass to figure out, but I figured it out. So this is just a nightmare in here. I got to tuck all this back up nice, but there you go. It's nearing its final form. Whatever. Get the maid out here and pick up the mess. All right, stay safe.